researchers at the University of Illinois at Chicago found that a certain level of drunkenness can help you with creativity. Quote, in the study, participants whose blood alcohol level was slightly under 0.08%, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the legal driving limit, they performed better in a creative task than did their sober counterparts. The intoxicated group only underperformed when they were assigned memory tasks. So that's the one area where they were worse. In the other areas, they were better. They say, quote, the researchers determined that a person's creative peak is reached when the person hits a blood alcohol content or blood alcohol level of 0.075%. So this is something that people apparently knew. Maybe they didn't know and they were just drinking anyway, but they acted in accordance with this in the 1960s and the 1970s and the 1980s. In fact, in the 1980s, not only were they drinking on the job, they were doing massive amounts of cocaine. Ask anybody on Wall Street. And this is something any comedian and any artist could tell you. If you listen to any comedian, anybody who really is a truly creative person, I mean, they'll tell you, yeah, in fact, it's one of the ingredients, it's part of the recipe that leads to the production of said product, whatever product it is. Now, there was a time, perhaps I'm giving away too much information here, but there was a time when I did the show drunk and high. This is going way back, only the longtime listeners will know, back when Corin of the Kyle and Corin podcast that we do on Sundays now, but back when he actually co-hosted the show. And this, I don't know how long ago it was now, maybe 2 years ago or so, maybe a little more than that. I would pound, what's it called? Not Monster Energy, because that's just the Four Loko. I would pound Four Lokos, which is like a massive upper. It's basically cocaine and malt liquor in a bottle. I would drink it, and I would talk faster, and I'd probably make no sense. But we did the show like that. Why? It was fucking fun. And here's the thing, man, I don't know if it increases creativity as much as it just loosens you up. There's a reason why every society throughout history has relied at some point or another on one drug or another. The U.S. is hopped up on caffeine 24/7. That's not an accident. That's not a coincidence. They do that for a reason. People feel like they perform better and that their true personality comes out more when they get a little pep in their step, when they get a little bit of an upper in their body. Well, this is why drugs exist. Drugs exist for people not to go overboard, not to get addicted, not to depend on these things at all costs, not to have a problem with it, but drugs exist for moderate use. That includes alcohol, that includes caffeine, that includes drugs that are considered illegal today and are considered taboo. If you use them responsibly and if you use them in a moderate way, they can be a supplement to your life. They can be a benefit to your life. They can help you. They won't be a negative.